Hello everyone, my name is Carrie Green. I will be discussing our final presentation. I have self-entitled my PowerPoint presentation as developing and demonstrating a purposeful stand. As we look at slide 1, is an adoptive mother entitled to maternity leave? As an attorney, I would argue that Ms. Fern's maternity leave request violated the collective bargaining agreement. According to the contract of Article X, Section 4, titled Unpaid Leaves, maternity leave not exceeding 6 months shall be granted at the request of an employee. In this case, Ms. Fern qualifies according to FMLA. Leave is granted for the birth of son or daughter or placement of son or daughter with an employee in adoption or foster care. Full consideration of seniority and ability. As a human resource manager, I must take into consideration Mr. Elder's seniority. However, Ms. Younger was rated higher on the criteria permanent of this job. Section 20.1 specifies that job bids are determined by seniority and ability to the available work, full consideration to seniorities, and the qualifications of employees. Mr. Elder previously held a leadership position, but this new contract does not stipulate that the management must grant a position based on previous positions held. Therefore, Mary Younger did not violate the contract. Safety gloves discharged with just cause. As a labor relations manager, I feel that there was just cause to discharge Mr. McNamara due to the observance of sorting material without proper safety garments. Based on the collective bargaining agreement, Article XX specifies that there is an immediate discharge for the refusal to comply with plant rules. Previous documentation shows that Mr. McNamara had 7 verbal warnings and a 3-day suspension within a 12-month period. Therefore, failing to wear safety gloves violated the company rules. Because of this, the company had grounds to dismiss Mr. McNamara. Concealment of education on an application. As a union grievance chairperson, I would argue that there is no just cause to discharge. Therefore, the collective bargaining agreement has been violated. While an application for employment may be an authentic selection device, actual performance on a job is most important. The collective bargaining agreement states that there is a 30-day probationary period for a company to determine the qualities and experience of new employees. Mr. John Norbuck successfully completed his 30-day probationary period, in which he performed several job duties in a satisfactory manner. Inability to police work due to child care problems. As the legal counsel for the town of Stevenson, I will point out that the procedure for outbacks was followed. This gives the department the right to order Officer Vincent into work early. Therefore, Officer Vincent reported into work late, and there was just cause for her to be disciplined for insubordination, regardless of her situation. Outbacks are a requirement for maintaining personnel to be effective in the community. As an officer, she is expected to have a backup plan for unforeseen circumstances. Work requirements for holiday pay. As a human resources director for Saga Foods Services, I would agree that Mr. Arnett's scheduled work hours are Tuesday through Friday. Because of Labor Day holiday and it falls on a Tuesday, he is to report to work on Wednesday. Mr. Arnett did not work Wednesday and personal leave was used. Personal leave usage does not change the fact that Wednesday was his scheduled day to work. None of these conditions were met. No permission, no sickness, no injury. Therefore, Mr. Arnett is not entitled to holiday pay. Insubordination for unreasonable assignment. As a labor relations representative for the Tiger Oil Mill, I argue the fact that there was just cause to discharge Mr. White. The refusal to perform direct work duty and using profane language towards a superior is insubordination. Article 6 gives management the right to discharge employees for insubordination. Mr. White voluntarily left his employment by going home. Because of this, he was terminated in his employment, and there was no unjustly or wrongful discharge. Is purchasing parts from a catalog subcontracting. As a grievance committee chairperson for Lodge 138, I would argue that companies' actions violated the collective bargaining agreement because the bargaining agreement unit employees previously made police. Therefore, some employees who made the police are on layoff. The work is usually done in a plant is being done elsewhere and it violates the contract. Even though the products are being ordered out of a catalog, it doesn't change the fact that the work is usually done within a company. Is upward bumping an unauthorized promotion? As an arbitrator, I will argue in favor of Ray Davies for the fact that he has more seniority than Christine Hines, in which he is entitled to the position. I will argue that the relevant contract provision does not mention upward bumping. The contract states that layoffs are governed by seniority and the ability to perform work. There is no evidence shown indicating a past practice or forbidding upward bumping. There is no specific distinction made between two job levels. Therefore, as an arbitrator, I would assume that more seniority candidates could perform work. He or she would be entitled to bump into a higher job class. Are special skills the same as merits? As the City of Ditchburn Personnel Director, I would argue that the right to obligation to provide efficient services to the community. I believe that the city will feel that it is necessary to require night dispatchers who are bilingual to ensure safety. Article 6 allows the right to certain standards. Based on Article 6, it gives the city the right to make transfers. Therefore, Jose was the most senior bilingual dispatcher. The city made no violations to the agreement by transferring him. This will conclude my presentation. I hope all enjoy their holiday and God bless.